Good afternoon, Jays, and happy Monday. Today's show is going to be a good one as we have some news on a recent tragic event, a fall cooking segment, and of course, a sports report. I'm Olivia DeVolt, and this is KLHS.
Good afternoon, Jays, and happy Monday. While we were all celebrating homecoming this past weekend, you might have missed a school shooting that took place in Houston, Texas. Friday morning, the now identified shooter, Dexter Hall Kelsey, stormed Yes Prep Southwest in an attempt to conduct a school shooting. Police stated that Kelsey was a former student at Yes Prep and had graduated in 2012. But Kelsey gained entry into the school by shooting at the glass entry door and immediately firing at the principal, Erica Espinoza Kelsey. Hit Espinoza in the lower back, causing Espinoza to go to the hospital. The police reached Kelsey and arrested him before he could shoot anyone else. The Houston police announced on Saturday that Kelsey has been charged with aggravated assault against a public servant and deadly conduct in the 263rd State District Court and has a $2.5 billion bond and is currently without an attorney. Thankfully, only one injury was caused, which was the victim, Erica Espinoza. But since she has been released from the hospital, it is still a tragic incident to think about. Our thoughts are with Yes Prep Southwest students and staff as they try to come together this week and return back to school. Well, that's all the news I've got for you today. For KLHS, my name is Grace Halter, and I'll catch you later, Jays.
Thank you, Grace. Now let's get into some announcements. If you haven't had Flex already, just a quick heads up, today there's a mandatory meeting in the field house to take the panorama surveys. I had Flex last hour and it only took around 15 minutes to complete, so don't sweat it. Moving on, this coming Wednesday, October 6th, is the AP Buyout and National Honor Society Fall Blood Drive. It'll be in the Coakley Gym and it requires an appointment to donate. Go to the link below or check your email to sign up. On the theme of blood and all things scary, Halloween is this month, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited. If you're looking for a fun way for your team, club, or other organization to get involved with the community, you should consider going to Safe Halloween. Safe Halloween will take place on Tuesday, October 26th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Coakley Gym. This is actually a non-scary event that is geared towards kids in 3rd grade and younger. If your group wants to host a booth that includes a game or activity and, of course, candy, then sign up using the link below. Staying on the theme of Halloween, it's Teentober in the library, meaning there's fun stuff happening all month long. Make sure to check your email to participate. In other news, the KC Metro District Choir auditions happened this past weekend. Congratulations to all of the students that made it in. You guys worked hard for this, and LHS is so proud of you all. That's all for announcements today. Now let's head over to Kyman, who's going to help us get in the fall spirit with some homemade treats.
What is up, LHS? My name is Kyman Warman. This is my little sister Chloe. I'm currently joining you guys from my house. We are making apple crumble today in celebration of it being the first week of October. I hope you guys enjoy. First thing we're going to be making is the apple pie filling, which calls for 2 cans of apple filling.
And into the filling, we are going to add a tablespoon of flour.
We are also going to add 1/4 cup of sugar. It calls for a 1/2 cup, but since the filling that we got was already sweetened, we're going to cut that down by half. And after that, we're going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. It was as simple as that. Now we're going to put the filling into the pan.
To the crumble.
Now the recipe calls for 1 cup rolled oats,
1 cup of white flour,
1 cup of brown sugar,
1/2 teaspoon of baking powder,
1 teaspoon of cinnamon,
1/2 cup of unsalted melted butter,
and a pinch of salt. Now Now that we've got the filling, we're gonna
I'm gonna
stir.
stir.
Now that all of our ingredients are combined, we're gonna put the crumble into the filling. Let your apple crumble bake for about 30 to 40 minutes. And don't forget, preheat your oven before you start. And don't forget to clean your workspace. And make sure to wash your hands in between, or your body. Take the apple crumble out in about 30 to 40 minutes. In total, this dessert turned out to be pretty decent. The proportion of crumble to filling did seem a little bit off, but otherwise it was a perfect way to kick off the spooky season. Signing out with KLHS, I'm Kyman Warman.
Thank you, Kyman. That definitely got me hungry. Speaking of hungry, the Jays ate and left no crumbs last Friday out on the football field. Let's go to Brock, who has our football report.
Good afternoon, Jays. I'm Brock Krusky here with a breakdown on all things football action from this past weekend. We hoped you had a solid homecoming. The Liberty Blue Jays football team surely did, as they kicked off the HoCo weekend with a 59-30 explosion against Columbia Rockbridge. The game itself was nothing short of an offensive masterpiece crafted by head coach Chad Fregon, as the Jays rallied for nearly 650 yards of total offense, 400 through the air, and over 200 yards on the ground. The game's MVP was undoubtedly senior quarterback Tyler Leininger. Tyler completed 78% of his passes for 396 yards and 4 touchdowns. He made great throws and displayed incredible improvement on his deep ball accuracy in this game. So what went right? Offensively, everything you could hope for. Here's what you should know. Chad Fregon runs a run-first offense. Wintrick Williams' success running the football determines what the Jays do in their aerial attack. Some teams this season limited Wintrick's impact, and that ended in poor offensive performance because the Jays had to throw the football on early downs and force big plays down the field. But this game should serve as a template for the future, as this was Chad Fregon's perfect offensive game plan on display. Not one receiver was a start at any point. Caden Dennis made several huge plays and showed off his elite speed. Anthony Winston broke out and displayed his ability to create separation and get open looks. And Ricky Amarazi proved to be a short yardage go-to receiver that Tyler Leininger can trust. Offensively, everything was perfect. So what went wrong? The Jays have to limit junk plays, even when they're up big. They did give up 30 points on the night to a less talented team. Defensively, the Jays have a knack for playing down to their opponent's level this season. There were less big rushing plays in this one, which shows improvement, but they have allowed more big plays to occur through the air, which is something they're not used to seeing. The 4-2 Blue Jays will travel to Park Hill, where they will face the 4-2 Trojans at 7 p.m. I'm Brock Krusky, and I'll be back on Friday with a preview of that matchup.
Thank you so much, Brock. We're nearing the end of our show, so everyone go ahead and stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's all for today. This has been Grace Halter, Kyman Warman, and the rest of our amazing production crew. I'm Olivia DeVolt, and have a marvelous Monday, Jays.